Shank, can you man this?
It's on now. You said it's on now.
Oh, do you know what? I had that in the mic rather than the headphones.
Oh.
Rookie mistake.
Yes.
Surprised I didn't do that.
If he handles it,
Here we go. All right, sorry about that. A few audio difficulties there to start, so you'd think I'd know my own gear. Other people use it more than I do, so. Few with the puck, walks in, hash marks, quick shot on net, save by the Sabrecats goalie. Sabrecats recover, chips at the boards, Few with it back, she dangles around one, steps into the slot, another low shot, deflected. Lubitz with the puck, back to Drossi, shot just wide. I think I need something easier than Sabrecats, so we'll call them the Cats. So Gray goes wide to Crockett. Puck bounces off, Cats throw it back in. Yokota with the puck, a little bit of a behind the back pass to Pugh, chips it up to Lubitz, comes back down. Cats recover. Yokota with the save and slow things down there and get a face-off in the defensive zone, just to the left of the goalie. What's the audio monitor?
what's your granddad have to say?
Face-off win. Back, Yokota plays it around to Van Holt. Pass just out of the reach of Gray. That'll go down for an icing. Bring it back into the Gators zone.
Let's go, Gators!
Yes. Good, man.
We're good? Okay. We got to be quicker on the names. We got Gray, looks like Van Holt, Sire, and Kephart Mendoza down to retrieve the puck. Chasing after, no, icing waved off. Zaire tries to play it out in front, gets intercepted by a Cats player. Cats back to Visa. Visa dangles at the blue line, steps in, looking for Zaire on the back door there, but the pass intercepted. Zaire with the puck. She throws it back. Van Holt over to Visa. Visa, another little move at the blue line, comes in. Ooh, nice try by Gray to deflect that up and high, and just misses the net. Kephart Mendoza battling behind the net. She pokes it around, comes up to Visa. Visa steps around one, steps around two. Oh, great backdoor attempt, just off Kephart Mendoza's stick. Cats are trying to dig it out. Gators come up with it. Over Kephart Mendoza to Visa. Visa walks the blue line. Looks low for Kephart Mendoza. In front. Oh, nice play by Ward. Little backhand to find the 5-hole for the Gators' first goal. So that was Olivia Ward with the goal, assisted by Kephart Mendoza and Emily Visa. I'm not saying the fans aren't warmed up. I didn't see many of the pom-poms going there on that. I was looking down that way. Face-off win. Back to Pugh. Pugh over to Gerasi. Gerasi up to Treviso. Treviso to Ward. Comes just off the stick, but Ward battles, recovers. Nice play out to Pugh. Ooh, nice low shot. Just wide just to the right of the net. Treviso on the recovery on the half wall. She walks it. Nice little scissor. Give and go. Q keeps it in off her skate. Battles for it. Treviso throws it out in front to Ward. Ward battling in the corner. She tries for the backhand. Gerasi picks it up. Steps in off the blue line. Centering pass. Blocked by the Cats. They bring it out of the zone. Comes back to Pugh in the neutral zone. She fires it up the middle to Treviso. Treviso tries to run it through the boards but gets tied up. It goes all the way down. That'll be called an icing on the Sabrecats. It'll go back into their zone. Face off to the right of the goalie. Do you want to pick up a mic? Do you want a mic? No? All right. Gray, Lubitz, and Crockett out. Von Holt and Visa on the blue line. Visa brings it back, curls into the zone, sidesteps one, but you just got 3 players to go through. They get their sticks on it. Back to Gray. Gray tries to go over to Von Holt. Just misses a pass wide. Go back to Gray. Gray tries to throw it up the middle. Awesome Gator stick. Von Holt throws it up to Crockett. Crockett, nice dig over to Lubitz. Lubitz centering pass, blocked by the Cats. There it goes with Visa with the shot. Shot gets deflected wide. I think it was off one of the Gators players. Sabercats bring it up. Driving the boards. Quick poke check to throw it back in the Cat zone. And then get a little bit of a tennis match going here. So Gray over to Visa on the boards. Visa's going to bring it in. She steps into the slot. Tries to get around one player, but good poke check by the Cats player. Into the middle for Ward. Ward, nice pass over to Samaya Kephart Mendoza. It's a little bit too much to handle. Visa recovers back in the neutral zone. She throws it up to Ward. Cats bring it out. Visa keeps it in the zone. Dances off the blue line. Quick shot. Misses wide to the right. Ward on the back check. Ooh, big collision there between Gerasi and one of the Sabercats players. Blocks the puck. Dakota with a quick play over to Ward. Ward goes up to Zaire. Zaire, quick pass to Mendoza. Mendoza comes in on the left wing. Ooh, what a shot. Posting in off the left side of the goalie. So I think that'll be Kephart Mendoza with the goal from Zaire and Ward.
Let's go, Juan!
Zoe with an assist on that one. Zoe with the assist on there. Pugh over to Gerasi. Up the boards to Gray. Centering over to Treviso. Rebound off the goalie. Still jamming at it. Centering pass. Only Sabercats there to try to retrieve it. Pugh steps up. Brings it in the zone. She's going to turn back at the hash marks. Still dangling. Centers it, but no one there. So that's Peterson. Peterson over to Gray. Gray looking for a pass in front. No one there to handle it. Back to Visa in the neutral zone. Visa to Peterson. Peterson off the boards, trying for Gray. Sabercats get a little bit of a break. Visa back there to control that puck, though. Visa mixed up with two Sabercats players. Gray in to help. Sabercats recover. Rim it. Dakota loses her stick on the play That goes all the way down. There'll be no icing there since it was the Sabrecats sending it back. They touch up, bring it around. Pass straight up the middle. Visa intercepts that. Waiting for the offside to clear. And here she goes. There's a couple players. Ooh, nice pass attempt to Crockett. Ooh, that looks like a trip on Crockett there. So Yakota flies to the bench and delayed penalty. Lubitz on the back door. Just missed that one short. Down to Lubitz low. Still delayed penalty. You got 6 players out there. Oh, Gray with a point-blank shot there, saved by the goalie. So Gators will go to the power play here for a tripping call on the Sabrecats. So it looks like Gators will get the first chance to practice the power play. They've got Kephart Mendoza, Pugh, Visa, Gray, and Treviso out on the power play here to start. Win by Gray, Treviso, back to Visa. Over to Pugh on the flank. Oh, nice. Cross ice over to Mendoza. Straight at the goalie, makes a good cross ice play and recovers there. Face off to the right of the Sabrecats goalie now.
Let's go, lads.
Gray with another face-off win. Mendoza back. Sabrecats kind of get a stick on it and goes all the way down. Yakota off the glass to looking for Kephart Mendoza. Comes out. Treviso picks it up in the neutral zone. Centering attempt off the skate of the player. Gray picks it up. Shot to the goalie. Back to Visa on the point. Visa over to Pugh. Pugh looking for Mendoza. Mendoza back to Visa. Visa walks in and finds Pugh. Quick shot in the slot, blocked by the goalie. Kephart Mendoza over to, that was Gray over to Pugh. And then a little deflection off a low shot to put it in on the power play. Good movement on that power play, especially the cross ice looks for the back door between the left flank and the right flank there. Ward takes the face off, wins that back to Gerasi. Comes off Gerasi's stick. Sabrecats pick it up, and then Crockett up the middle. Crockett comes in. She goes out to the left. Centering pass. Didn't have anyone crash in the net there. Ward picks it up in the corner. Ward, backhand centering attempt. Comes straight through. Sabrecats pick it up. Lubitz, Pugh, Lubitz. Fires it towards the net. Goalie scoops it up. Little grounder on the glove there. We'll have Lubitz, Ward, and Crockett forward line taking the face off, and Pugh and Gerasi on the blue line. Ward, face off tied up, wins it back to Pugh. Pugh steps it back, low shot, goalie deflects that to the left of the net. Crockett back to Gerasi, puck comes off. Pugh fires a one-timer, goes just to the left of the net. That's going to tie up. Puck looks like it came loose there, but quick whistle by the refs. Go for a face-off. Ward, another face-off. Clean win. Over to Crockett, comes back to Gerasi. Gerasi throws it at the net. Ward stops. Low shot. Little scramble in front. Puck still loose. Sabrecats pick it up behind the net. Ward pokes that away, recovers. On the referee's skate, get in the way. Ward gets it back. She goes to Pugh. Pew walks a little bit. She's looking for a shot. That gets tied up in a number of skates. Comes back up to the point to Gerasi. Gerasi over to Pew. Pew walks in. Nice low shot. Ward trying for that deflection. Goalie makes a good save. That's going to be offsides. So even with the delayed offside, it was straight to the net. I'm surprised they're not taking that one all the way down as intentional. But so that'll bring out, we've got Peterson, Treviso with Gray taking the face-off. Visa and Von Holt back of the point. Oh, little misplay by the Cats. Gray comes in, picks up the puck. Quick off the goalie's shoulder. Goalie recovers, back to Visa. Visa throws it down low, cycles it to Gray. Gray picks it up behind the net. So looking for coverage. She tries for the short side there, goes to the back of the net. Sabercats pick it up. Rim up to Visa. Visa steps in off the half wall. Still looking for someone. She's got a backdoor option there. Peterson on the one-time attempt just gets a bit short, tied up. Over to Treviso from the half wall. Goalie ties that one up, and we'll get a face-off to the left of the Sabercats goalie. Gray in to take the face-off. She tries to go straight to the net. Just gets tied up a little bit. Sabercats up to Visa. Visa walks the line. Comes in top of the circles. Quick low shot. Deflected by the Sabercats goalie. Low to high attempt. It goes all the way down. We can miss it. Yokota feeds it to Visa. Visa wheels. Just brings it up the ice through the center. He's got a few players to get through. Gets poke checked right at the very end here. So Visa still with the puck. Centering attempt. Treviso tries to jam it in. She goes out to, who was that? That was Peterson. Peterson with the centering attempt now. Sabercats come up with it. They're going to send it down and get a break here. So that's an icing. We'll go back into the Sabercats zone and get a line change. It looks like that'll bring out Ward, Zaire, and Kephart Mendoza. D stays out, Von Holt and Visa. Got our official photographer down there taking advantage of the hole in the glass there. Puck comes back out of the zone. Visa recovers. She brings it back. Quick little cut, wheel it into the middle. Visa bringing the puck up the ice. She's got two to get through. She brings it wide, looking for center. To Zaire, just comes off Zaire's stick here. Visa battles, recovers the puck. She spins. Good poke by the Sabercats player to get the puck and recover it. They bring it up the ice. So they're coming in. Long shot attempt that goes off Kephart Mendoza, and that'll bring us to the end of the first period. Gators up 3-0 over the Sabercats. Shots on net are definitely lopsided right now at 21-1. Sabercats goalie doing a good job controlling the play and keeping them in this game here right now. Yeah.
If you do anything with authority, they just let you do it. Yeah. Like, the reps saw me as thing and
He got out of the way.
Yeah.
You just needed a longer, like a big telephoto, and then you can basically walk anywhere.
Here's camera from the other day. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's like, I don't know if you've seen like the guys with the ladder, they wear safety vests and a ladder and just walk in, they can walk in anywhere. So I think telephoto lens.
Camera, 100%. Yes.
So while the coaches, while Yokota settles into a very uncomfortable looking stretch there, here's just a quick view of Magnus Arena here. Those are old titles, but here's all the newer ones sitting up there in the rafters. So great history of hockey here at DU. Yokota seems to be going from uncomfortable stretch to uncomfortable stretch there. So coaches Sasha Meslowski and Ruth Goldenberg, both CU alumni players, giving the Gators a little pep talk there. So it looks like we'll start. I'm getting the names under my belt a little bit better here. So we've got Treviso, Peterson, and Ward. Ward centering up those two, and then Visa and Von Holt back on D. Face-off win by the Sabrecats. Comes back to Visa, though. Visa steps around a forechecker. Sauce is a backhand, but just out of reach of Treviso. Sabercats bring it back in the zone. Tries to slip it through Von Holt. Visa there to clear that clearing attempt. Ward brings it up the ice. Ward steps into the middle. She comes wide. Shot attempt just cleared. Centering attempt to Peterson. Peterson with a shot right on, and Treviso bangs in the rebound.
Yay, Gators! Sorry, they switched ends. I didn't know who scored.
Face off by Gray. Comes straight back to Visa. Visa steps up, backhand over to, that's Crockett. Crockett comes in, low shot, looking for that wide post. Sabercats goalie covers that up, makes a good save on that. Gray with the face-off. Win back to Sabercats. Sabercats throw it up the boards, come straight to Visa. Visa over to Von Holt. Von Holt in at the net. That's a little tip by Lubitz, and then a wide open back door by Emily Crockett there for a goal. So we'll get a switch on D. Forward line still staying out. That's Lubitz, Crockett, and Gray, with Pugh and Gerasi at the back. Lubitz brings the puck in. She tries to throw it towards the net. Gets deflected behind. Gray to recover. Sabercats get the puck. She turns back. Backhand up. Gerasi back to Pugh. Pugh looking for Crockett, comes just off Crockett's stick into the neutral zone. Sabercats back in. Gray picks up the puck. Sabercats get to it. They're going to throw it in on a long backhand. Yokota sets up the puck. She's going to rim it around the boards. Comes up to Crockett. Back to Pugh. Pugh loses it off her stick, and Gerasi ties that up. Comes in deep. Yokota behind the net to play it. She's going to rim it around the boards to Lubitz. Lubitz picks it up. She's going to go off the boards and up to Gray. Gray walks it in while the rest of her line goes for a change. She battles it. Kephart Mendoza with the puck. Quick shot. Off shin pads and gets her own rebound. Gerasi steps in, throws it on net. Deflected. Behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. Comes back to Pugh at the point. Pugh throws it down to and cycles it down low. So that's the Ward. Ward over to Kephart Mendoza. Goes up high to Pugh. Pugh with the shot. Good blocker save by the Sabercats goalie. Puck settles in the corner. Gerasi steps in. Throws it in that deflected wide. Kephart Mendoza cycles it behind the net. That goes to Ward. Comes back out to the point. Pugh with the puck. She throws it towards the net on the short side. Another save by the goalie. Pugh back to Gerasi. Gerasi with a shot. Ward with a deflection attempt. Shot across the crease by Mendoza. Pew wheels back into her own zone. She sauces it over to Ward. Ward comes in on the half wall, looking for the back door, looking to slide that across. The goalie, it's a good pad save. Pew hits her own player. Pew all the way over to Ward on the other side of the ice. Ward flips that through, picked up by Kephart Mendoza. Play off the boards. Drossi can't quite hold it in, so it comes out to, she goes across to Pew. Pew's going to turn it back into her own zone. She sauces it back to, on the backhand to Ward. Comes up. Ward takes out the player, picks up the puck, looking for the back door. Sabercats interrupt that. Pew holds that in, just throws it towards the net. Goalie steers that easily wide. Ward with the puck. Up to Pew. Pew looks weak, over to Visa. Visa back to Pew. Pew's going to step in. Nice low shot, deflected wide by the goalie. Peterson picks it up in the corner. Centering attempt, straight to the Sabercats player. Pew holds that in, just throws it low again. Sabercats up the wall. Gray recovers that. Visa in the slot. Shot just wide. Peterson picks it up. Peterson into the center for, who's 59? That's got to be Treviso. Treviso by the hair. My eyesight's not that good, but Gray battling. Von Holt picks it up, throws it towards the net. Goalie turns it aside. Gray picks it up behind the net. He's looking for a centering pass. He throws it into the middle. Too many players there, deflected by the Sabercats. Sabercats up the wall. Gray recovers up to Visa. Visa walks in, looks for a pass on the back door to Treviso. Can't quite get a shot off there. The Sabercats get that out of the zone. Von Holt over to Visa, recovers the neutral zone. Visa's going to step up through the middle. Visa comes in, deke attempt, and loses it on her backhand. She picks up the puck. Back in again, just off the post wide. Von Holt holds it in. Sabercats digging to try to get it out of their zone. They finally do. Back to Visa. Visa's going to step up. Visa still with the puck, looking for help on that line change there. She had no one with her. Visa, the centering attempt. Sabercats stick in the way. Sabercats with the puck. Comes back to Ward. Ward to Visa. Back to Ward in the corner. Ward behind the net. Looking for someone in the center. I think that's Crockett jump, is it? I need to check my sheet. Every player's got numbers in the 50s here, so back to Von Holt. Von Holt throws it up the boards. Runs into a handful of Sabercats. Sabercats can't quite keep it in. Back to the D. Ward recovers the puck. Ward with a backhand attempt. Becomes weak, and then that's Crockett with a quick shot that the goalie saves. It's the Crockett-Treviso hair that's screwing me up. And actually the Ward hair looks very similar, and they're all in the 50s here. So Ward wins it back to Visa. Visa throws it towards the net, deflects wide. Lubitz with the puck. Lubitz battling. That's Ward picks it up, but then it comes out weak. Sabercats managed to get it out. Back to Visa. Visa turns it back. Yokota up to Ward. Ward wheels behind her own net. She comes up with a head full of steam. Still driving the net. Dangles around a player. Backhand attempt. Saved by the goalie. Visa picks it up on the boards. She's looking for a centering attempt. Comes out to Crockett on the covering for Visa at the point. She can't quite get it through. Visa drives it back to Lubitz behind the net. Picked up by the Sabrecats. Sabrecats are going to fire that one all the way down and get a quick icing break. They'll bring out line changes by both teams. We'll have Gray, Kephart, Mendoza, and Zaire, and Pugh and Gerasi on the back. Face-off win by Sabrecats. Comes back to Gray. Quick shot attempt. Goes wide of the net, just to the left. Zaire picks it up in the corner. Tries to get it back to Gerasi, but the puck pops out. Pugh goes all the way back to Yokota. Yokota up to Mendoza. Just an awkward angle off the boards. Comes right back to the Sabrecats D. They're going to throw it deep. Pugh picks it up again. And back to Yokota. Yokota to Pugh. Pugh to Kephart Mendoza. Kephart Mendoza pass over to Zaire, just goes wide of her stick. Sabrecats bring it out. Sabrecats in the zone. They can't quite break the D. Zaire picks it up. She looks for a pass up the middle. Mendoza. Quick one touch over to Gray, and Gray's got a breakaway. She comes in, short side, misses the net wide. Few attempts to keep the puck in, but that comes just outside of the blue line. That'll be an offsides call. An attempt to clip this thing. There we go. Face off back to Gerasi. Gerasi trying to put it over to Pugh. She comes up with the puck over to Kephart Mendoza. And up to Gray in the middle. Gray brings it in on the left side of the ice. She peels back. Looks for a centering pass to Pugh. Is Pugh and Gerasi kind of stacked there, so she's looking for one of the two. Sabrecats bring it up the wall. They throw it out. Comes back to Gerasi. Gerasi D to D over to Pugh. Pugh up the middle. Everyone's going for a change and not paying attention though, so Gators get a full forward line out there. Ward on the forecheck. Pressure them. Nice pass up from the Sabrecats on the weak side. Pugh recovers, holds off that rush attempt. Comes back out. Treviso knocks the puck loose. It's a foot race. She ends up recovering the puck. Centering attempt. There's just no one there. No one driving the net. So puck comes back out to Ward. Ward's going to go weak side to Peterson. Peterson gets the puck stripped off her. Sabrecats throw it in deep. Yokota comes out to play the puck. Back around to Visa. Visa brings the puck up the ice. Visa walking in, 1-on-3. Sabrecats manage to shut her down. Ward comes up with the puck again. Back to Visa on the point. Visa curls. Brings it low. Centering attempt to Peterson. Sabrecats manage to recover. Ooh, that looks like an offside, but they're not going to call that. Ward with the puck. Comes back to Sabrecats player. They bring it in. Shot attempt gets redirected on the boards. Sabrecats centering attempt. Off the side of the net behind the wall. Von Holt to recover. She ties that player up. Visa picks up the puck. Looking weak. Wide side. Deflects off the skate. Goes to Ward. Ward to Visa. Visa looking for that backdoor pass. Slides it across the crease to nobody. Sabrecats come up with the puck. Sabrecats bring it up to the neutral zone. Poke check by Lubitz. They throw it back. Von Holt to Visa. Visa to Yokota. Yokota's looking for a long pass, but can't quite make it, so she makes it short to Visa. Chip up the boards. intended for Crockett. That goes just a bit wide. Von Holt throws it back up the left side. Crockett recovers. Crockett steps in on the one. She's got Lubitz with her, but Sabercats managed to be pesky with their sticks there. Visa with the puck. Visa drives in low, looking for a centering pass. Gonna come up, looking for Lubitz across, but just misses. Lubitz recovers. She goes backhand to, who do we got there? Can't see a number, and oh, that's Ward. Ward battles Sabercats player. Crockett picks it up. Crockett looking for someone in the middle. She wheels it around. Still Sunday skate. Oh, quick check, poke check. Sabercats with a rush attempt here. Not a full breakaway, but close to one. They had numbers. Ward picks up the puck. Ward driving in wide. She's going to wait for players. Nice cross ice to Kephart Mendoza. Kephart Mendoza, right side of the ice. She curls back. Up high for Gerasi. Gerasi with a low shot, tipped by Ward, wide of the net. And their goalie covers that to get a little bit of a break and relief. We've gone a while without a whistle here, so Gators up 5-0. 1:52 left in the second period here. Shots are 32-3, so pretty lopsided game here right now. Sabercats face-off win. They try to throw it up the boards. Kephart Mendoza to Pugh. Pugh over to Gerasi. Gerasi throws that in wide. Tip attempt by Gray, goes wide of the net. Sabercats rim it around. It's kept in by Pugh. Tied up in the skates. Little board battle. Pokes out the Sabercats. Sabercats behind their own net. Gray recovers, keeps that in, throws it low. Kephart Mendoza recovers on the rim. Kephart Mendoza behind the net. Looking for some options. She brings it into the slot. Back to Pugh. Pugh mishandles the puck just off the end of her stick. Sabercats come up with it. Pugh recovers up the middle. She's going to skate it in. She's looks for that short side high. Goes over the net. Gerasi throws it back towards the net. Zaire with the puck. Up to Kephart Mendoza. Sabercats come up with the puck to intercept that. Sabercats through the neutral zone. They throw it in deep. Yakota's recovering. She's going to rim it back around to Pugh. Pugh up the middle of the ice. A backhand attempt. Sabercats goalie gloves that. Slow the play down here. So that'll bring out Treviso, Gray, and Peterson for the Gators. Gerasi and Pugh back on the D. 19 seconds left in the second period. Face-off win. Gators come up with the puck. Gray intercepts that back to Pugh. Pugh's going to fire low. Goalie turns that wide. Treviso with a centering attempt, just rolls off her stick. Sabercats bring it out of the zone. With 5 seconds left. Oh, Sabercats get a great scoring attempt there at the end. Player picks the pocket of the D. And gets a good shot on net that Mika was aware enough to turn aside. So 5-0 Gators at the end of the second. Shots are 35-4 in favor of the Gators. Oh, yeah. Just a sec. I think All right. Good thing we had our girls director here to sort that issue out with the iPad. So, all right, start of the third. Sabercats throw it all the way down. That's going to be a shot on net for the Sabercats. See if they register it. Pugh picks the puck up behind her own net. She turns back. She's looking for a stretch there. Decides to bring the puck up herself. Gets stopped along the Sabercats boards. It's couple D. That comes back out to Lubitz. Lubitz on D. Out to the Sabercats. Sabercats are going to bring it into the zone, slowly but surely. Sabrecats looking for a centering attempt. Pugh with a quick stick, comes back to Gray behind the net. Gray goes high and off the glass. Can't quite get it out though. Sabercats keep it in. That one's going to go. So that looks like, can't see numbers, that looks like Crockett. Crockett's offsides. Lubitz smartly turns it back just before puck goes offsides. Comes back to Yokota. Yokota looking for a play. Hands it to Ward up the middle, but Ward runs into some opposition there. Yokota rims it back around to Pugh. Pugh up to Zaire. Zaire can't get a stick on it. Comes back to the Sabercats. Sabercats are throw it in all the way down. They'll go back. Yokota plays it in the corner. She's going to rim it around looking for Peterson, but it comes up to Kephart Mendoza. Kephart Mendoza all the way wide for Zaire. Zaire can't quite get to the puck first. Great centering pass. It's all alone, but didn't have the momentum there. Just stopped up on the blue line. Kephart Mendoza back to the corner. Back to the D on the wall, half wall. Von Holt. Tip attempt by Ward. Goes wide. Zaire back to D. Peterson, we got Peterson back there. Sabercats bring it up. Drive him wide. Yokota with a big poke. The Sabercats almost get that in on the wide side. And a little bit of a scrum there as they go after the goalie. And the Gators step up to defend their goalie there. You get a goalie that wants to play out, that's going to happen occasionally. So Gators will hop on as for the second power play attempt. They want to get some practice in. That's practiced a little bit of the PPPK here last practice and haven't really, that's the first time this season they've really got a chance to do that. So looking for a little bit of chemistry on the power play. We'll bring out Visa, Gray, Treviso, Kephart Mendoza, and Pugh. Not sure exactly what the call is, but they may have went a 2 and a 10 for hitting from behind the goalie potentially. So they've got 2 players in the box. I'm assuming 1 player serving a misconduct. Okay, Gray, Visa back to Kephart Mendoza. Kephart Mendoza all the way over to Pugh. Pugh walks in, looking back door. Oh, just misses connecting with Visa. Kephart Mendoza holds it in. Far side to Pugh. Pugh looking again for that back door. Oh, sends it right to the Sabercats player. They didn't realize it was offside there, so offside play. Gray with face-off win. Back to Visa in the neutral zone. Over to Pugh. Pugh's going to walk it in. She steps over the line. Waits for her players to line up. Tries to go all the way over to Kephart Mendoza and thread the needle there. Kephart Mendoza just wide. Good deflection by the goalie. Pugh back to Visa. Visa walks in. Looking for a shot attempt wide. Kephart Mendoza with the recovery. Sabrecats pick it up. They get a 2-on-1 situation, but there's enough players coming back. Q pokes up Treviso. Nice little backhand up to Gray. Gray walks in, looking for shot attempt. That gets cleared. Q grabs the puck on the half wall. She steps out into the slot. She'll set it back up again with Visa. Visa turns back, waits for her players to come back. Over to Pew. Pew to Visa. Visa back to Pew. Low shot, just wide. Treviso back to Pew. Pew to Visa. Visa behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Up to Pew high. She's going to bring it in on the right side. Looking for someone backdoor. Oh, goalie makes a good stop on trying to save that backdoor pass across the crease. Visa back to Pew, looking for Gray's stick. Gray behind the net. She floats it up to Treviso. Treviso looking for the D. Sabercats managed to get a stick on it. Send it deep into the Gators zone. And that is a icing because the penalty expired. So we'll go back down to the Sabercats zone for a face-off here. 10:26 left in the third period. 5-0 Gators over the Sabercats. Ward, Lubitz, and is that Crockett? Yep. And Von Holt and Peterson back on the point for the Gators. Peterson chasing the puck down. He's going to wheel behind the net. Pass attempt up the boards. Sabercats managed to get a stick on it. Yakota's going to recover that and slow it down. Face-off will go to the right of Yakota. Face-off win by Sabercats. Trying to put it back to their point. Just not enough juice on it. Comes all the way down. Goalie plays it out. Lubitz intercepts it. Tries to throw it back on net, but the goalie's there to just turn it aside. Sabercats up the boards. Battle. Ward comes out with the puck. Goes short side attempt. Hits the back of the net. Lubitz recovers. Back to Von Holt in the point. Shot attempt. Hits Sabercats. Not taking the advice of never turn your back to the shot there. Ward up to Von Holt. Von Holt, another shot attempt. This time hit Emily Crockett in the back. Sabercats managed to get it out. They throw it in deep, and that's no icing. She was just over the red line. Yakota recovers. Yakota behind her net. She's looking for an option. Nice little touch to Ward. Ward's going to drive middle. Gets around a couple Sabercats. One more. Quick little chip attempt there. Collected by the Sabercats goalie. Who makes on that play makes her 40th save of the contest here. 9 minutes to go left in the third period. Face-off win by Sabercats. Sabercats throw it all the way down. That is going to be an icing. They'll bring it right back to the same spot where they started. 9 seconds chewed off the clock. You've got Ward, Zaire, and Kephart Mendoza. And Gerasi and Pugh coming up the rear. Puck goes into the Sabercats corner. Picked up by their D. They stop behind the net. Ward battles. Kephart Mendoza comes out on the short side with the puck. Zaire right in the middle takes a hit attempt there and manages to thwart that off. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Pugh to Gerasi. Gerasi looking for one of her players up, and they both skated by it. Pugh recovers up in the neutral zone. She brings it back straight up the middle to Zaire. Ward ends up coming up with the puck out of that scrum. Brings it in and a backhand shot just over the glove of the Sabrecats goalie. Face-off win, back to Gerasi. Puck comes back to Pugh. Sabercats with some pressure in the O-zone there. They end up coming up with the puck. Centering a pass, but Gerasi lifts the stick. Sire tries to poke it wide. Comes back into the zone. Gerasi with the puck. Over to Pugh. Pugh steps back. She's going to wheel the net. Looks for the long stretch pass to Gray. Tepper Mendoza with the puck. Sabercats all over him here. Sabercats bringing the puck. Shot attempt off Von Holt's shin pads. Oh, wide open player on the back door. Saved by Yokota. Puck comes up to Kephart Mendoza. She tries to throw it to the middle to Treviso. They throw it back in the zone. Yokota comes out to play the puck up to Kephart Mendoza at the blue line. We got a 3-on-2 as one player goes for a change there on the Sabercats. Kephart Mendoza walks, tries short side. Goalie turns it aside. Pad save. Treviso with the puck in the corner. She comes back up to Peterson on the point. Peterson holds it in under some pressure with a player coming off the bench. Sabercats touch that in. Visa to recover. Visa wheels. She's got some numbers. Shot dead on. Goalie save. To bring a face-off to the right of the goalie. Go run clock here. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third. 6-0 Gators over the Sabercats currently. Ward, Visa, and Treviso up front with Von Holt and Peterson back. A little tie-up. Still a scrum. Visa comes up with it. She throws it back low. Little cycle to Treviso. Treviso with the puck. Centering attempt off the skate of a Sabercats player, and they're going to throw it all the way down. It's not going to quite make it. Yokota comes out to play. Attempt to get the Visa, but just a little bit wide. Yokota with a lot of time. Oh, picks it up. Sabercats player picks it out of the air. Ward battling. Sabercats with the puck. That's Von Holt throws it up the wall, get it out of her zone. And that one's souvenir for the fans. $14 viewers here today. I don't know if that's all the bots in China just checking out Colorado hockey, Colorado girls High Plains hockey, or if we actually have 14 viewers here currently. Face-off come to center ice. Sabercats win that. Back to their point. Up to the middle. Pugh steps up to intercept that play and break that up. Pugh walks in. She's got 3 players on her, and she still comes up with the puck. Puck ups in. Sabercats throw it aside. Ward collects the puck. Back to Crockett. Crockett steps up the wall, throws it at the net. Goalie makes a save on the short side. I think she just lost where it was. And it looks like the puck did go in. She kind of lost it behind her and thought she had a save, but I guess it trickled in. Four minutes left to play in the third period here. Running time. Ward wins the puck. Back to Gerasi. Gerasi steps it in and over the blue line to the middle. She needs the rest of her team to catch up to her. Crockett throws it in. Sabercats goalie controls that and slows it down. Face off to the left, the Sabercats goalie. Ward, clean face-off win back to Gerasi. Gerasi goes D to D. Pugh with the one-timer, dead on. Goalie turns that one aside. Pugh steps up, walks the line. Nice little backhand to Gerasi. Tipped by Ward, just goes wide of the net. Sabercats throw it up the boards. That's going to come out. Pugh's going to recover. Gives that back to Yokota. Yokota looking for an assist, it seems, here. So straight up to Ward. Ward's going to bring that up through the middle. He's looking for a player out front. Tied up behind the boards with a couple Sabercats players. Pops out somewhat, so that's over. Peterson over to Von Holt. Shot dead on, and goalie's going to suck that up and force a face-off to the right of her. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this run clock. Gray to take the face-off with Zaire and Kephart Mendoza. Peterson, Von Holt out there on the D. Back to Kephart Mendoza. Over to Peterson. Peterson with a shot. Pinballs off a couple Sabercats players, but ends up going wide. Sabercats recover. Sabercats on the rush. They've got 3-on-2 numbers here. Broken up by Gray. Another swipe at it, and Yokota recovers that and picks it up. Gray with a face-off win. Comes back to Peterson. Peterson behind her own net. Up the boards to Kephart Mendoza. Just comes off in a funny angle. Comes out to the Sabercats players. They manage to keep it in. Rimmed around. Yokota's going to play this, looking for something. Everyone's afraid to attack her after that 10-2, so everyone's steering clear from her as soon as she touches the puck. Zaire with the puck. She's going to fly it up the boards to Gray. Gray in with Mendoza on 2-on-1. Short side attempt, turned aside by the goalie. Sabercats come up with it. They try to go all the way down, but hit some shin pads and comes out in front of their net. Peterson tries to keep it in. Sabercats come. You get a 2-on-2 situation on the rush. Sabercats throw it out front, turned aside by Peterson. Back to the corner for Von Holt. Von Holt up the boards. Sabercats recover. Gray battling the corner with Kephart Mendoza. Up, Sabercats hold the puck in, rim it low. Again, Yokota with no one around her since no one wants to be in the box for another 10 minutes. So 33 seconds left. Zaire with another pass attempt on the stretch. Sabercats D steps in and picks that off. Sabercats D still on the rush. Turned up the boards by Von Holt. Von Holt up to Peterson. Peterson loses it. Oh, a nice 5-hole goal as Sabercats break the shutout with 15 seconds left in the third. Yokota missing on the poke check, and they slid it in 5-hole for her to get on the board here. So final score, Gators 7, Sabercats 1, shots 44-7. The Gators will go to this afternoon's game against the Storm, which the last game they played against the Storm ended up in a 5-4 overtime win, and probably may be one of the closest, most exciting games I've coached for High Plains Hockey League. So should be a good game if the Storm have a full roster. So a lot of the players for High Plains are tied up with Team Colorado tryouts, and so rosters are a little bit shorter than usual this weekend. So we'll see you at 1:40 at South Suburban for the next game. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and go Gators this afternoon.